In Italian, like in English, we use the imperative forms for giving advices, commands, directions, instructions. The only difference between Italian and English is that where in English you have only one form, talk or don't talk, eat, turn, make something, etc. In Italian, we have two forms for each of those. One is for tu, that is the you singular, and the other form is for voi, the you plural form, you all. So let's see all the forms for all the Italian verbs. Let's see first for verbs in are. So for verbs in are, what you have to do when you want to form the imperative, you drop are, and in the case of tu, you use a. And in the case of voi, you use a te. So let's take, for example, a verb like mangiare. So you want to say eat. If you talk directly to one person, you must use the verb mangiare. Then, as I said, you drop are. And if you speak to one person, you must add simply a. So it will be the result mangia, eat. But if you speak to more than one person, you must use the voi form. And so you drop are, and in that case, you add ate. The result will be mangiate. Okay? Now, as you can see, I'm not using voi or tu. I simply say mangia or mangiate. In Italian, we don't use the subject pronoun, as you don't use you and no, like or you all when you use the imperative form in English. We use only in special cases when we want to add emphasis or convey contrast. Just let me give you an example. If I would say, you sing now, please, you want to stress that you sing now. In this case, you can use the subject pronoun tu or voi. In that case, now you know that it would be cantare. So for now, tu will be tu canti ora, or voi cantate ora. Now, in this case, yes, you use tu or you use voi because you want to stress the fact that exactly you are going to sing now. But usually we don't use the subject pronoun for the imperative form. So just remember, not like mangia and mangiate. Now, let's see what happened with verbs ending in ere. Let me take leggere. So you drop ere, and for tu form you add e, the English I. So it will be leggi. And what happened for the voi form? You still drop ere and you add ete. So in this case, you have leggete. So the you singular form will be leggi and the you whole form will be leggete. Let's see now the form for verbs ending in ire. I want to use dormire. Okay, with dormire, I drop ire and I add for the tu form e, the English I. So it will be dormi. And what about the voi form, the you all form? I drop ire and I add ite. So the result will be dormite. Okay, so this is the way you form the affirmative imperative for all the regular verbs in Italian. Now, I want to see how I form the negative imperative. I simply, so when you say not do, but don't do, not mangia, but not eat, but don't eat, not read, but don't read, not sleep, but don't sleep. So what is going to happen? It is simple. With the to form, you must use non first and the infinitive form. So in this case, with to, for the to form, you don't use mangia, but you take the infinitive form. So non mangiare, non leggere, non dormire. This is the negative form for the to person form. So to form the negative for to, you must take non and you must use the infinitive form of the verb. When instead you wanna do the negative for voi, you simply put non in front of the regular imperative form. So non mangiate. Non, let me make a space here. Non leggete. Sorry. And non dormite. Okay, so let me just repeat this. If I want to do the negative of mangia, for example, eat, in English you use don't eat. In Italian we use non, and we use the infinitive form, the entire verb mangiare. Non mangiare. So this will be the negative for the to form. Okay? But if I want to do the negative for the voi, you all form, I simply place non in front of the imperative form mangiate. So don't eat, if you talk to one person, would be non mangiare. Don't eat, if you talk to more than one person, would be non mangiate. Unfortunately, some Italian verbs are irregular, so they have irregular forms, and you must memorize them. They're not a lot, but they are very important. So I suggest you to memorize these forms. For the verb essere, we have for to, si, and for voi, siate. Okay. For the verb avere, for the to form, we have abbi, and for the voi form, we have abbiate. For the verb dare, we have for the to form da with the apostrophe or dai, and for the voi form we have date. For fare we have fa or with the apostrophe or fai, and for voi forms we have fate. Andare we have va with the apostrophe or vai for to form, and we have andate for voi. Then stare, sta with the apostrophe or stai, and state for voi. And then the last form is the verb for the verb dire, to say, and we have for the two forms di with the apostrophe, and for voi we have dite. Okay, you must memorize them. In terms of affirmative, negative, they just follow the general rules. So as you can see here, if you want to say no be, and you talk with one person, you say si. And if you talk to more than one person, you say siate. These forms are affirmative. Now let's try to say don't be, a negative form of the imperative. As I said, they just follow the same rule. So let's pretend you're talking to you, singular. So just follow the rule that we have talked about, and you will use non in front of the infinitive form of the verb. So will be non essere. Don't be when you talk to one person. Now you talk to more than one person, so you must use that form of voi, and the negative is non plus the imperative form. So in this case, non siate. Same thing happened with all the others. Let me just give you another one. Let's take, for example, andare. You want to say go, you say va or vai if you talk to one person, and you say andate if you talk to more than one person. Now, don't go. So let's use first the to form. When you talk to one person, don't go will be non andare, because you must use the infinitive form of the verb. But for voi will be simply non plus the imperative form, so will be non andate. And the other verbs work in the same way. Now, as you can see here for dare, da with the apostrophe and dai, fare, fa with the apostrophe and fai, andare, va with the apostrophe and vai, stare, sta with the apostrophe and stai, you have two options. Usually Italian prefer the forms with the apostrophe. So if you have to choose between these two forms, always go with the form with the apostrophe.